Hey everyone, welcome to KayMarie. I'm Kay and I'm going to be showing you how I'm making a autism awareness bucket hat. I'm currently a budding pattern designer, so I don't really know everything that I'm doing yet. We're on a journey together to figure out how to make the items of our dreams in crochet. Hence why this podcast is called this. So I drew a pattern a few weeks ago and I haven't really made much progress on it because I kind of ran into a few speed bumps. And I would like to try it again. So for those of you who are new to my page, last year I made this scarf. It was an autism awareness like puzzle piece scarf. The symbol for autism awareness is a puzzle piece. And I made that as a commission, and I'm making it again for this year's Autism Awareness Month for anybody who wants to order it. That took a long time to make. If you would like to commission that from me, definitely slide into my DMs and I will oblige for Autism Awareness Month. Once I figure out how to make this Autism Awareness bucket hat, my idea is that I'll be able to make more like puzzle piece items. This was my first attempt a few weeks ago at trying to make this bucket hat. Also, if you watched my live a few weeks ago, you saw this work in progress. Definitely follow my social media page because, I kind of went over like my entire process for trying to make the scarf. And my first attempt at trying to make this autism awareness bucket hat. And my new tactic this week is going to be crocheting the circle in rows. So it's not going to be, the perfect circle that you would typically see on a hat, but I think it's going to look close enough when you put it on a person's head because most people's heads are naturally round and it's just going to wear nicely. Also, a bucket hat is not necessarily a bell top. A bell top hat is technically a cloche. A bucket hat has a flat top, so it's okay if the top of the hat is structured as flat because most of the time when we put a hat on, it becomes rounded unless the shape does not really permit that to happen easily. But when a hat's flush to the head, it takes the shape of the head. So this is what I'm going to try differently with this second attempt at the pattern that I designed. I'm going to make some yarn bobbins because when I tried this the first time, I realized that it would be easier to crochet. I'm crocheting in rows. We've established that. The rows are not continuous, I guess. I'm not sure if it's possible to crochet in continuous rows, to be honest with you. I haven't ever tried that. I've been crocheted in like continuous rounds, but rows I don't know about. So I'm going to try to make yarn bobbins from a trick that I saw an old lady do on her YouTube page. Now I saw her just, wrap the yarn around her fingers like this, and then I think she tied it through the middle. If this doesn't work for me, I also saw on TikTok that some people just wrap some yarn around some clothespins and use those as bobbins, and some people also use little pieces of cardboard. I actually do have plastic yarn bobbins, but they're so small that I don't really think they'll be good for this project. I think the size of those bobbins is more beneficial for a lighter weight of yarn. So I am just going to try to make these yarn bobbins, I guess. I don't even know how much yarn I'm going to need to try to make this pattern. So if you look closely, okay, from a distance, I think it's quite clear that there are puzzle pieces in here. So we're only going to use, I'm saying only going to use as if like this is a little bit of colors to crochet with, but it's a lot. More than 2 colors is a lot of colors to crochet with. We're going to use 4 colors. And this is actually less colors than what I used for that scarf. But the construction of this has its own like complications. So we just have to see. I don't really think I like wrapping the yarn around my fingers to make bobbins because, first of all, it looks like I just tangled up the yarn. Like, I don't know if I did that right. And, it's not really... It didn't really come out as neat as the ladies did. So I'm glad I brought these clothespins over here just to, try something that may be a little simpler for me. And I'm just going to wrap it viciously. I have 4 colors, but I only brought 3 bobbins or 3 clothespins over here. How funny of me. Okay, so we've entered into the part of the podcast where I, Kay, have completely forgotten how to crochet, and I no longer know what I'm doing because I just inadvertently get camera shy. Sorry. So yeah, anybody who's watching, definitely, let me know where you're from, I guess. I'm new to this live streaming stuff, and it's definitely not as fun when my face isn't on camera, but if you want to know what I look like, I'm definitely posted on my page on any of my social medias. I wanted to make this podcast, I guess, to document my journey of learning how to pattern design. I think it's going well. I'm not sure. I mean, I have like this big vision of integrating like lessons of like making clothes and like elastic, somehow sewing elastic into what I'm doing, and all of these things with fiber and textiles. I think this may lead to becoming a fiber artist. Oh, by the way, just a quick moment. So since my laptop is working right now, because stick around long enough and you will witness it malfunction, I want to show you something really quick. Okay, I got this resource. I know it's backwards for you, but it's the Hooktionary, and it's by Brenda K.B. Anderson. So this book has been pretty helpful for me to figure out how I'm going to make this puzzle piece scarf. I wish I had this actually when I was making the scarf, but for the hat, it's definitely given some better information about like the intarsia technique and how different forms of the single crochet and even like the double crochet. I didn't even know you could use double crochet for intarsia crochet. crochet. But it has some really good picture references and just a lot of really cool like color work patterns and charts that you can use in projects. So in a dream, I will use one of her samples to make something. But I also like the idea of just using like a slice or of her pattern and putting it on just like the front of a dress. Like the whole sweater doesn't have to have this on it. It could just be a strip across the chest or something. But yeah, this book has definitely been a helpful resource to me. It has good ratings online too. This is not sponsored. I do not know Brenda. But for anybody else who's interested in like crochet color work, this has been a good resource for me. So maybe it'll help you. Okay. Show and tell is over. We are back to the yarn bobbin portion of this podcast. And one thing I learned today is that there are yarn crawls in other cities. A few weeks ago, I promoted the Charm City is Baltimore. For anybody who's not from Baltimore, we call like our city Charm City. And there was a Charm City yarn crawl a few weeks ago. I did not make it out there, but I learned today that in Rose City, they have their own yarn crawl. So that's pretty cool. Also, Rose City, I believe, is in Oregon. Okay, actually, I don't know how much I need. So I'm just going to wrap the rest of the yellow. And then I'll just cut it after that. But I don't think I'll need this much yellow. Eventually, I'll discover the equation to learn how much yarn I'll need to make however many stitches I plan to make so that I don't end up with a bunch of odd lengths of scrap yarn. But then again, scrap yarn can be very fun because that's how you end up with those, I guess, work in progress scrap yarn projects. So this is my very first yarn bobbin. It's a fatty. Okay, so the other ones I'm gonna make. Well, I had to make the yellow into a yarn bobbin. Yeah, that had to happen because this is so big. But the others I've already baked into cakes, and technically, let's see, I think I'm planning to use double of every color except green. So I think green will be the one I don't make into a bobbin for the sake of just testing this pattern. And I have more green. This isn't all my green. It's just some that I've separated. Okay, blue cake. And we're pulling this. Okay, here's the thing with this crochet thing. Now that I'm doing this show, I don't want to do anything else. I'm so excited for, I don't know, when my passion becomes profitable. Does anybody else read articles like that? Yeah. So I picked these primary colors deliberately because it seemed like those were just the colors of, what they use for this. But the scarf that I made, it was for a woman, and I think she wanted pastel colors. So if you so happen to want that scarf, I guess I could make it in like primary colors or other colors. I really think like other puzzle piece items would look really cool. Like even puzzle piece pants. Those would be pretty cool. It looks like my string froze. I'm not sure if it did though. Yikes. Okay, my computer is doing that weird thing where it's gone black, so I'm gonna have to see if I'm still live, or we'll pretend that I am. If I have to cut this live short tonight, I'm sorry, but once again, follow me on any social media to keep up with progress of what's happening. Thank you, Miss Glow. Yeah, I like cobalt blue. I used to wear cobalt blue glasses in all the time. They were tinted, so I had to stop wearing them. They had no negative effect on my vision. Okay, so now we have technically like 2 blue yarn balls, so we can start the blue in different parts of the project if necessary. That's part of the purpose of making the bobbin, so that we can insert the color in like different parts of the project. For example, with this yellow, we can like have this yellow starting on this side, and then we can bring back king yellow and have king yellow starting on this side instead of carrying the yarn all through the work to get to this side. Like, it just makes it so that the piece is a lighter weight and it drapes a little better, which isn't really as important for hats because, you know, especially with like crochet hats, you know, especially a bucket hat, that I think the shape kind of thrives on it, you know, being a little bit stiff just so that you can drape the brim. I think with any garment, drape is still important, and the hat has to be a little floppy, I think. So if it's a little too stiff, then I don't really think it's going to feel good, and it's going to feel thick and heavy. And this hat is definitely going to be at least a fall time hat, simply for the fact that it's going to be made out of acrylic, and you know, the stitches are going to be very small, so it's not going to be very breathable. But one thing to be like conscious of when you're making tapestry crochet garments is how your piece drapes, and you know, the breathability of your item. Like, even if you are, you know, crocheting a sweater using the tapestry crochet technique, you don't want your sweater to be stiff. You want it to be, you know, soft and comfy and, you know, have a nice shape. So using the right stitch and the best technique for your material goes a long way in making sure that the fabric you make drapes properly on the body. Also, I don't really know much about drape. I mean, I've read a few crochet blogs, thanks to all the crochet bloggers out there who are helping me as I go along, I guess. But yeah, drape is really important. I don't think anybody wants to wear like a stiff anything. And then another problem that sometimes people have with acrylic is that they feel the material, like itself, is just not soft enough. Or I mean, I guess it depends on what you're making. Like, if you are making a sweater, you will want some 100% acrylic that feels soft and that is spun so that it is soft. And there is some acrylic that is quite stiff. Like, I think Red Heart is definitely a stiff acrylic versus you know, Big Twist is pretty soft, and there's premium acrylic, which is softer than just regular 100% acrylic. At some point, I plan to look up, you know, what specifically in the process makes, you know, different acrylics have different textures. And it's a pretty interesting thing because it's not really something you can see in a picture. That's a part of what makes shopping for yarn online so challenging, because you can read the specifications of, okay, I know I need weight for yarn, and I know I want it to be 100% acrylic, and I know I want it to be this color. I mean, colors are hard enough to determine, you know, through a screen, but to determine the texture of something is just impossible. And with acrylic, you can, you know, read all of the specifications that you know you need for your yarn, but another yarn can have the exact same specifications, and those two yarns by two different brands can have two completely different textures. Like, one can be just a lot stiffer and tougher than another. So that's a part of why a lot of people like to shop for yarn in person, because at this time, I mean, at least not that I know of, there's no way to tell like the softness of the yarn through the description alone. Like, of course, the description may say, oh, it's soft, but then when you get it, you're like, well, I wanted something a little softer. So I know that's something that concerns a lot of people with, Joann closing and just kind of learning how to shop for yarn online, including myself. I mean, I've only shopped for yarn online one time, and it was for more yarn of a color that I had already bought in person. So now we're down to our bobbins. Well, we've got 3 bobbins here. Then we have our yarn cakes, or yarn ball, 2 cakes. It's a blended family. Okay, so now we're actually going to start crocheting. Take a seat and get out our crochet ring. Okay, so I feel like I don't know where to start, to be honest with you. I'll start from the cake first. We'll eat cake first. And let's see, we need, for the first row, so this is a vertical row. This is horizontal at the bottom of the paper. And yeah, this is the first time I've like written out a pattern or made a color work chart on paper. For my previous project, I made it in a crochet app, but I kind of had to because there were so many stitches. Like there was no way I was going to draw like over 300 stitches on a piece of paper, or like however many sheets of paper that would have taken. So thank God for technology in that moment. So let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9 single crochet, but I actually, oh my gosh, I have notes on how I wanted to do this. I probably should have put the notes on my graph sheet, but I didn't. We're just running a business here. So let's see. Wait. Okay, so I have to chain 8, and I have row 1, 9. What is CSC? Oh my gosh. Oh, center single crochet. I low-key forgot how to do that. But I thought I just counted 8. No, this is not. Okay, so I have to chain 8 though to start. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's done. And then what? And then I have to do 9 split single crochet. I forgot how to do that. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. Yeah, so I learned the split single crochet from the Dictionary book. Let's see. I think I do it like go in once and then go in twice. Oh my gosh, I look so bad. The loop got so big. 1, 2. Yeah, let me check the book to make sure I'm doing this right, because I can't do the whole thing wrong. Okay. What? Why am I doing this? Oh, so the center single crochet is the same as the waistcoat stitch? Okay, it has much less drape than other stitches, but remember, drape can be improved by using a larger hook or choosing a different yarn. Okay. Why am I not using the like extended single crochet? I don't get like my logic for this. Let's look at the book again. We're back to the drawing board. Oh, that's what I was doing, the extended single crochet. So, I mean, honestly, I think the waistcoat stitch where the center single crochet looks better. So maybe that's why I wanted to do that. With some stretch. Hard to read some finer details. I mean, there aren't a lot of fine details in these puzzle pieces, to be honest. And it's ideal. Also excellent for seeking or making a rectangle. There's no milk. Yeah, I'm making squares. Yeah, I'm gonna do the extended single crochet. Let me change that in my notes right now. I don't even know why I wanted to make a waistcoat stitch. Like, I mean, I know I put a lot of thought into deciding that, but I probably should have written down why. It's definitely not obvious. Let's see. Yeah, let me just, oh wait, I wrote, okay, see, this is why you can't let your project sit for too long, because look, in my notes, I wrote down changed to extended single crochet. But on this side of my notes, on this side, I still have center single crochet. What the heck? All that confusion for nothing. Okay, see, this is my problem. This is my problem right here. You just witnessed it firsthand, which is that I write notes and then I forget what my notes mean. Okay, so we're on the right track. The numbers are correct. So let's continue on to making extended single crochet. So we've made 3. Which is great because we need to make 9. Yeah, so the different types of single crochet affect how your stitches will come out, and the effect will be more or less noticeable depending upon what design you want to make. That was the benefit of the Hooktionary book for me. Learning the different types of color work stitches and which stitches are more beneficial for different types of patterns. And it was also really inspiring to see what you can make with like color work, because I made the puzzle piece scarf like for autism awareness, but otherwise I had not even thought about like repeating patterns in crochet. I mean, people do tapestry and that's just usually one big picture. Okay, let's see. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, we need 9. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to do a new piece, because the heck. Okay, so before we complete this, we're going to have to get our other color. So it actually starts with yellow. So, oh, whoops. I messed it up. Okay. Let's try now. Great. You can do it. Great. So I think I'm supposed to chain one and then turn. Well, I definitely want to chain one to secure this stitch I just made. Okay, so I've chained one and I've turned my work, and I want to have, wait, should I go in both loops? Is that what I was doing? I don't know how to crochet anymore. I have a feeling that for this bottom piece, I should have gone in both loops instead of just one. But you know what? Let's just be consistent, and we're gonna try to crochet like backward now. So, oh gosh, I watched another old lady, a different old lady, like crochet backward. Okay, if I were crocheting forward, what would I do? I would do like that. So since I'm crocheting backwards, I have to do it like that. Oh, look. Okay, so we're almost done. Okay, so we want to keep the color on one side. Okay, so we have 9 blue to go again. Oh, wait. I have to keep the color. On my side. Oh my gosh. I think I'm doing it. I think I'm crocheting backwards. Okay. This is not easy. I mean, I'm not really used to it. Oh geez, I think I twisted the loop and I wasn't supposed to do that. I think I'm crocheting backwards. If I'm not, somebody please correct me. Oh wait, no, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not doing it anymore because the yarn is on the wrong side of the work. Shoot! Doing so good. Okay. Let's try this again. So we go in, we pull. Yeah, my computer conked out. So hopefully the live is still going. Oh wait, gotta keep the yarn on the same side. Not me holding the yarn down. Why? Make it looser. Doesn't need to be looser. Okay, yeah, keeping the yarn on the proper side of the work definitely sets you up to crochet backwards. How many blues do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blues. That's it. Gosh. 6. I think it's supposed to be 9. 7. Oh gosh. Did I do it right? if anybody knows, I don't know, the stitches don't really, oh, you can't see, don't really look the same. Can you see that? Oh, you know what it is? It's because, wait, no, I don't know. These sides look the same though. Like these sides look the same. But these sides don't. I don't know why. These sides. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I have to figure out how to put a loop in here. Yeah, something happened. This isn't turning out right. This could be 8 right here. But that means I have to make 2 increase stitches. Is that what I'm supposed to? Oh yeah, that's right. Because the second row is supposed to be 11. So I think I'm not putting the yarn on my hook in the right direction. I think that's a part of why my stitches don't look the way they're supposed to. Okay, so that was 8. Okay. I think I have to, like, in the same direction every time pick up the yarn. Pick up the yarn in the same direction every time. I have not been doing that. Okay. Oh. Kind of messed this one up because it's supposed to change. I'm supposed to change the color to red. This is complicated. Okay, also a benefit of having the bobbins is supposed to be that helps you to keep your yarn untangled as you're working with so many colors. So, oh geez, okay. Oh my gosh. Not me doing a double crochet. I don't know how to. Oh my gosh. First of all, where's the stitch? Like, it looks like it's in here, but I've already taken this piece. Okay. Okay, there. 1, 2, 1. Oh. Eee. Okay, 2 loops. Finally, we can crochet forward now. Oh, I didn't do my turning chain. Turning chain. Okay. Now we can do 2 red. Let's just do both of them in the red spot. And then, oh shucks. Okay, yeah, we have to switch to blue now. To change our color. Great. Okay, so we only need blue for a moment because we have one blue stitch. Yeah, this is what I don't miss about this pattern. Like literally, you will have to do a stitch of one color and switch right back over. But when I have to do a stitch of one color, I just carry it in that instance. Okay, now I have to do two red. Yeah, I'm just gonna like carry the blue along while I do two red stitches, because it's just two stitches. It's not like carrying it across more than four stitches, then I would drop the yarn. But because it's such a small amount, I don't really think it affects the thickness of the garment very much, and it's just more convenient to have the next color exactly where I need it, over that short distance. Oh wait, I forgot to put it in the red. Oh gosh. Okay, another thing with intarsia is I think it's beneficial to do it kind of tight. I mean, I'm doing it so loosely because, we're learning. And we're learning gently. But it looks better when the stitches are tighter, that's for sure. Okay. And next, we have to pick up the blue again. And we can abandon our red now. So we're going to leave our red there because we need it in that spot when we come back. And then in the next one to pick up the red again. Oh, Lord. I mean, we've got something coming, that's for sure. Like we've gone some distance, so let's do 6 extended single crochets. So an extended single crochet is just a little taller than the regular. That was 3. And once we've finished our 6 single crochets, extended single crochets, then we're gonna pick up our yellow. We've done 4. 5. Okay, and before we complete this one, we have to switch back to our yellow. Okay, let's put our blue on the opposite side, pick up our yellow to finish our blue stitch. So we finished our blue stitch, and now we have to do 2 yellow, and this 2 yellow is an increase stitch. So one. Okay, and then another one is 2. Okay, great. Now we've gotten into a flow. I feel like I'm understanding the crazy pattern that I came up with. Oh, look at that. You can see our little color change right there. Okay, so when I was making the puzzle piece scarf, I was pretty good with tucking in my color changes as I went along, because the scarf is intended to be reversible. So it was reversible. But the hat, it doesn't really matter as much because there's a right side and a wrong side. I'm concerned about crocheting backwards because I want the puzzle pieces on the right side to look as neat as possible. But if there are like some floats on the wrong side, I'm okay with that because this is what's going to be pressed against the scalp. We don't have to be super strict about it. And then with the scarf, I had the benefit of like casting off my yarn for some rows, so I didn't have to worry about all this backward nonsense. Okay. So we did our 2 yellows. So we're on row 4 and we're going to do 3 yellows. So we've got to keep our yarn on the right side. And then, oh gosh, I think I messed something up, but I'm not going to address it because this is just a sample. So I'm going to keep going because the goal is to see if this pattern works. Did I just invent a new stitch? Like, what the heck? Why does it look like that? Okay. So now we need to switch over to our blue, which is back here. Oh gosh. So we need 1, 2, 3, we need 6. No, we need 5 blues. That makes more sense. Okay. Oh gosh. Everything to do with crocheting backwards feels like an emergency. I can't wait to get used to this. Like, did I just invent something new? Why does it look like that? It didn't look like that in the previous row. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm doing something different every other stitch. Am I? Someone tell me. 4. Oh geez. Yeah, I need to practice crocheting backwards. Okay, so this is the 5th one. And we need to switch over to our red, but we're going to carry our blue because we only have, oh wait. Actually, no, we don't need to carry our blue because we're done with the blue for this row. So we're going to finish this row as red. Okay, let me finish the stitch first, and then I have to untangle my yarn. And that makes me think of the Amanda Bynes show. Whenever she like leave stage, she always had to do something goofy, like I've got to go wash my feet, and then she'd run off stage, and the show would be over. It's like, oh, I can't go out to dinner with you. I'm sorry. I have to untangle my yarn. Okay, see, this is what people don't like about color work. All of this like tangle, and this is what the yarn bobbins are supposed to help with. Oh my gosh, like these primary colors remind me of like elementary school. We haven't even integrated the green yet, and it's already so complicated. Okay, but we're gonna get the hang of this because one benefit of working on like patterns, doing the same pattern over and over again, is it just becomes second nature. It becomes very swift. Like really the pattern testing phase of pattern design takes very long. I mean, especially because if you're someone who's very particular like myself, you know, you want things to look a certain way and, you know, be like this and fall like that. And also it's just the figuring out process. Like just because you've drawn something out perfectly and, you know, all of your numbers are correct, you know, that doesn't mean when you get your final piece in your hands, like it's going to be what you want it to be. Like you may decide, oh, okay, this looks better on paper, but now that I see it in person, it would be way cuter if like the sleeves were wider. Or, you know, you thought that you needed this amount of stitches to make a square neckline, but it's square, but it needs to be a little more square. So now you have to like make adjustments. I feel that a lot of other pattern designers, 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, I need 7 red. Are like better with like adjusting as they go along. Where with me, like when I get set on how I want to do something, yeah, that's it. Like that's how I'm gonna do it. And I think I want to work on that, just being more flexible. I think I'm still crocheting backwards. I'm trying. Oh my gosh. Okay, 3. Oh my gosh. So I need 7. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I can't even think about 2 things at once while I'm doing this. Okay, I've done 4. That's 5. See, now look, when I get to the end, I can't really tell where the loop is. Okay. Okay, 1. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So the next row starts with red, so I don't have to worry about a color change at the end. Good, because that would have stressed me a little. Okay, chain 1, turn. Whew. I'm back to the right side. This is looking like a jumbled mess. I'm not sure about this. Like, what the heck is that? It looks like an earth with multicolored countries. I don't know, guys. Let's see. How many rows do we have? We have 21 rows. So let's just do 1/3. Let's try to get down to row 7. We're currently on row 5. So 5, 6, 7. Let's do 3 more rows and then we'll call it a night. So hopefully I can finish these 3 rows in a timely fashion. So what? This is 8. See, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, 8 red for this row. Yeah, you definitely, oh my gosh, I did a single crochet instead of an extended single crochet. You know, you definitely have to remember your math to do this. 1, 2. When I first learned how to crochet, I didn't ever think I would be doing anything this complicated. I mean, I'm glad I have the ability and that I've learned, and that there are just so many things you can challenge yourself to do in crochet. And then when I see like so many things that people have made online, I'm just like, oh wow, that's so awesome. Or you really have to like something or enjoy it to spend that much time, you know, just making it for yourself or even just for your friends. Yeah. Okay, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is number 8, and on number 8 we have to do our color change. So we're done with the red for now, and we're picking up our blue. And we have 5 blue again. So okay, 1. Wait a minute. So I think I did the red wrong. I think I was supposed to increase red, and I wasn't supposed to pick up a blue with the red. So that was a bad. Because if I pick up the blue with the red, I think it'll be a little bit lopsided. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's a good thing this is on the right side instead of the wrong side, or else we would have like reason to be upset. So we have to increase here to get the right amount of red. And by the time we get to blue, we'll be stitching blue and blue, not red and blue. Oh man. I mean, at least it was just a few stitches we had to take apart. And moving forward, you know, we'll just keep it in mind. Yeah, so this is our last red. And on our last red, like we did before, we're gonna pick up our blue, and then yeah, we're gonna do 5 blues. 2, 3. Okay. 4. And this is our last blue, so we're gonna have to get ready to pick up our yellow. Oh, I did it wrong. Oh, I know I didn't. Okay. It's just for this one we have to do a yellow, double blue, and a yellow. So yeah, we're gonna carry our blue along. Let's get in the yellow, and also let's carry our blue. We got our blue tucked in there, and we have to do 2 blue, but we're also going to carry our yellow as well because we're just doing 2 blue stitches. 1. Okay, and 2. Okay, so instead of completing with our blue, we're going to switch to our yellow because our last stitch is a yellow. And then the start of the next row is also yellow. Thank goodness. That helps it for like simplicity. For simplicity's sake. Okay, so next we have to do right. I don't think I did that right. But we're gonna continue. Oh wait. Oh, row 6, it's just one yellow. Okay, yeah, I did it wrong, and I can't just ignore it. I have to switch to the blue. So one. Oh, okay, I can drop the yellow now and switch to my blue now. And we can abandon the yellow. Great. It's gone. And then how many blues? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, oh shucks. I don't know. Oh, okay. This is so messy. 1. Okay, yeah, let's just start it over. Yeah, I'm glad that the last row is going to be on the right side. And we're not going to have to fight a hard fight just to get out of here. Okay. 1. Okay. Oh my gosh, how do I feel this is wrong? This is such an awkward thing to do. I may have to watch that lady's tutorial again. It's like, what the heck? So that's 2. Feels like cleaning chicken. Like, oh my gosh, I have this many to go. You know, it's that vibe. And it's like painstakingly slow. 4. Oh. 5. Oh shucks. Okay, so 6. Oh, we have to introduce the green now. Okay, so now let's tangle our yarn a little more. Let's get our green and add that somehow. Just gonna put it on the loop and hope everything works out. Yep, we're making our own rules as we go. Okay, let's just pull the blue a little tighter. And we actually have to carry our blue because this is only 2 green stitches. So, oh gosh. Help. Yeah, do not come to this channel to learn how to crochet like anything. Ever. I'm just kidding. The things I know how to crochet, I will say I know how to crochet them, and I will like tell you, but yeah. Oh wait, I think I did it the wrong direction. Are we gonna undo it? No, because this is just a sample. We're just trying to practice our technique here. But I guess it's not good practice if we're doing the wrong technique the whole time. Okay. And we're in. Oh, wait. This is the second one, so I can abandon. Great. Can't wait to abandon. I love abandoning the strands. And we finish it with the blue because we're switching to blue. Oh, man. And then what? We have to do the same thing with the red that we just did with the green? Man. Okay. So what? That's 2 blue. That was 1. And then that's part of the blue. And we pick up the red. We've officially switched to red. Okay. And then we do 2 red. Can I do it? Yes. Oh, but I think I forgot to carry. Eek. Well, let's do it this time. Okay. So, red. Oh, okay. I can abandon now. Great. Oh, but not for long. I have to switch back to the red. So, I means I have to carry. Yikes. Oh, this is so... The crocheting backwards, it's what's getting me. I mean, it's already an intricate pattern, but this is a hard technique for me to do. Oh gosh, did I just ruin this? I think I ruined it. It looks crazy from the front, and I don't know why. Oh my gosh. No, what? There's stuff happening with this. And I don't really know what it is. Okay. Let's just try it again. Wait, no. I don't know how to do it anymore. Okay, there we go. Boom. Okay. I think I did it right this time. And then we finish it with the red. However it looks from the front is how it looks from the front. I'm not doing that again. Okay, and then we need 5 more reds. Man. 1. Oh, shoot. Okay, this is 2. Oh. This is 3. Did I mess this up? Uh-oh. I gotta pause myself. I'll put myself on mute. Okay, so I just unmuted myself, and this is a mess. This is a mess. I think the crocheting backward has really messed me up. Like the heads of the puzzle pieces are not at all round. I mean, the green one is, but they're all shaped the same in the actual pattern. So maybe because it's facing like horizontal while the puzzle piece head here is facing vertical, it looks better. So I may just have to try a different single crochet stitch, because this is not gonna cut it. So I may just snip this as is, so I have the sample of how the extended single crochet looks, and then I'm just going to try again using a different stitch. But thank you so much for tuning into my live stream. I'm Kay, and we'll be back on In Living Crochet next Wednesday at 8:30 p.m.